This video demonstrates how to show a cohort analysis report as shown in this demonstration. Basically, you can see the customer retention over months and see the change over time. So in this demonstration, we will use Excel and it's a plugin called Excellent Analytics, and then use database to process the data. There are 5 steps for creating cohort analysis report. First, we collect raw data from Google Analytics using its export API and Excel with Excellent Analytics plugin. Second, we will import the raw data to database. Here we use Microsoft Access and create database tables for the data. Third, we run SQL query against the database tables to get the retention data we needed. Fourth, we created a retention data table in Excel. Fifth, we can visualize the data table and then analyze the result. Let's start with the first step, collect raw data from Google Analytics using Excel with Excellent Analytics plugin. The Excellent Analytics plugin is available at excellentanalytics.com, and you can download it here, and there some more information if you click on the install and use here the detailed information on that. There's a video demonstrate how to use that. Here we can have an empty Excel spreadsheet, and then we have the Excellent Analytics plugin here. Now we click the account information and we click login to log into our Google Analytics account. Here you can select the date you want to retrieve data from. Now for this example, we retrieve data from November 1st to November 30th. And then the dimension, you need to select custom variable and custom variable value 5. This is a custom variable SkyGlue stores the custom ID at. So make sure you select custom variable 5 in this dimension. And then we can select the matrix. The matrix doesn't really matter here, but you need to make sure every selection has a matrix because that's required by Google Analytics. Here you need to select page view. Here we just select that, and then the filter we can leave it blank and don't need to sort. Here if you have multiple profile, you can select the profile you want to get data from. You have select account and then select profile, then add, and you can remove this. So now you click execute. The Excellent Analytics will retrieve data from Google Analytics. As you can see, these are the custom variable value. By default, it shows in double format. If you like, you can change the format of the cell. Click number and select 0. This is the real value for the value. So we can rename this spreadsheet to November. Okay, now that's done. We have collected data for all the customers who come to the website in November. Now we want to, since we need to collect many data points, what we can do is we copy this cell. This is the query cell Excellent Analytics use to collect data from Google Analytics. So we click Control, copy, and paste this cell to another spreadsheet. We can just rename this to a query, query. So we can reuse this query for all the data we collected. Better we move this as the front one. Now, if we want to, we can copy this again, and we can create a new spreadsheet. Paste. Here we want to collect data of October visitor. Now, as you can see, I still say November, but you just need to select the start date as October 1st, and then the end date as October 31st. Other things it's automatically stored in the query, so you just select execute. Now you get the data of October. Can rename that to October visitors. Similarly, we can create a cell, update query to get data for September visitors. This is select the data to know September 1st, and then September 30th, and then execute. So the September visitors are collected. Okay, so we have November, October, September visitors. You can also go ahead and create a data table for August, June, July, and so on. So that's it for the first step. We collect raw data from Google Analytics using Excel with Excel Analytics plugin. Second step is import the raw data to database and create database tables. Here we use Microsoft Excel. You can select the blank database and then create a database called demo cohort. We create an empty table, and then we can collect data from external sources. So we have Excel, you can click that. Before we import data, one thing to do is go back to the book and then come to this, remove the first line, because when you import that makes the Access not able to automatically detect the table structure. So after you remove that, Access can automatically detect the data structure of this spreadsheet. So we delete this. We save this table. Demo cohort. Okay, now we save that table. So we will now import the data to Access database. So here we select the data from and then select OK. First we import November visitor data. Click next. Click next. So you can leave the name as what you named in the spreadsheet. Click finish. You can optionally save the import step. Here we just close. So you can now create a table called November visitors. This is the data we collected. Next we can import a October one. So browse, select that spreadsheet, October visitor. The same step. So this is a November visitor, and we just import another one, the September one. So we have the data for September visitor in the database. Okay, so that's the data we import to the Access database. So we finished step 2, import raw data to database and create database tables. Third, we can run SQL query against database table to get retention data. To do that, we need to create a query here, create, and query design. Close this. We just select query view. Here you can enter the SQL query here. Here we have already have a simple query. You can get that in our website here. So here you select, actually this I will send you by email first, or by, basically this you can see, this is select August visitor custom variable 5. That page view, we don't need those information now, so we just need to see August visitor, inner join, July visitor. Here we don't have that. This is, we can change that to our September PTMBR September visitor. PTMBR visitor inner join. November NOVEMBR. September visitor equal to November visitor. So this query shows we want to collect the visitor whose ID appears in both the September visitors table and November visitor table. That's the customer who come to the website in September and also come to the website in November. So let's run the query. Okay, this is the list of all the customers that appear in both tables. So we can also select count on that. So that's the total row number is total 33. Okay, so by this SQL query, we collect the data for visitors who come in November, in September, and then also come back in September. So we can create a Excel spreadsheet to collect those data. Now we finish the third step is run SQL query against database to get retention data. We can create a retention data table in Excel now. September. And this is there. So the month 0 is all the data we have in the table. So we can see in November the total number row is 2,526. 526. In October the total number is 2409. 2409, and then the September the 2481. 2481. So we just collect the September visitors retention. Let's change it to reverse order. That will show like this. Let's see. Two, 5 to 6. Okay, so the September visitor, we have the query. We just run this query. We have 23 visitors that come to the website on September and still come back 2 months later in November. So we have 23. We enter 23 here in this table, in this cell. Now we can also run another query and see how many visitors in October still come back. October. We have 38 people that come back 1 month later. So and now we have another. We want to see how many people in September still come back in October. Well, 39. Okay, so now we can see the retention rate. We have 2,000 people, over 2,400 people come to the website in September, and 33 come back after 1 month, and 23 come back second month. And similarly, we have over 2,400 people come in October, and 38 people come back in after 1 month. So we can analyze data and find the rate for that, the percent. Basically, now we already finished the quit retention data table in Excel. We can try to visualize that and analyze that. So this is the table. We want to change the absolute number to percentage. So we remove this, and we can see this value equal to this value divided by this. So that's the percent of visitor come back. And here we always want to use the column B, so we add a $sign here. And then we can okay, so we created this data as the percent of visitors. This is better for comparison. Now we can just insert a line graph. Now, okay, this is the retention graph. It drops a lot, so if you can also change format axis. So this is a retention graph for this visitor. In this demo, we showed all the 5 steps for creating cohort analysis reports. As you can see, this is currently we still have manual steps. We are working on how automate this step. If you like, you can start working according to this tutorial to generate your reports, or you can start collecting data, and we will make this process as simple as possible over time. We are working on that now. Thanks for watching. If you have any time, feel free to contact us, and we will be happy to help you. Thank you.